they're off and racing. They went without Monopolize, who tried to get out from underneath the stalls, but hopefully is okay. More on that to follow post-race. Bailey Gate is one of the first to show in the early strides as they race through the first furlong or so. Buccabay and also on the right-hand side, Hiatus are prominent. Hiatus on the extreme right. Meanwhile, up the left-hand side, showing prominent there is Syndicated, who's just ahead of Never Just a Dream. That group includes Expert Agent as well, as they're making their way down towards the halfway stage. Bailey Gate, white face in the centre, Hiatus on the right-hand side, left-hand side Syndicated. Tracking the leaders in fourth place is Buccabay, Never Just a Dream in white and black on the inside of Expert Agent. Then behind these Mustard Jar in the pink with Lightning Zebo, Piccadilly Circus just with the one behind, and that's Molly May's Hope. So all clustered together as they pass the two. Bailey Gate has the advantage from Syndicated, Never Just a Dream on the left-hand side, Hiatus, and coming there strongly Buccabay. It's Bailey Gate and Buccabay who are the first two. Piccadilly Circus is picking up strongly from the back of the field with the white face. Buccabay it is who's moved to the lead from Bailey Gate, and then behind these Piccadilly Circus, and Buccabay it is who'll beat Bailey Gate. They ran in the same race last time. That's been well franked, and in third Piccadilly Circus, Hiatus was home in fourth place. Buccabay for Charlie Bishop and Eve Johnson Horton. And away they go. Off and racing. Given the inexperience, not a bad line, and one of those that shows up early is Aunt Violet with the white face. Clochette is well to the fore, and between that pair Quantum Light, and they are amongst the first horses to show. Lake Eloise in blue and white, left-hand side Sweet Harmony, right-hand side Connie C in orange racing keenly. Goodwood Vision in midfield in the yellow and blue colours, Alexis two-tone blue and the orange and white striped sleeves of Giddy Aunt. At this stage the back marker is Star Mass, and Kanawa is about 4 from the back as Clochette, cutting out her own running, leads them up the centre of the racecourse. So heading down to the halfway stage, Clochette out in the lead, Quantum Light in second place with Lake Eloise and Aunt Violet with the big white face in the diamonds. Sweet Harmony to the left-hand side, push coming to shove for a few. Kanawa is being asked to improve from the back of the pack. Clochette with Aunt Violet now pulled out to try and deliver a challenge and just make the favourite work for the first time. Then Lake Eloise towards the far side. A shake at the reins for Clochette with a furlong or so to go. Aunt Violet is in second place with a length or so to find. Then Quantum Light, Clochette. Aunt Violet's a persistent challenger. A neck between the two. Clochette just doing enough here, and Clochette repels Aunt Violet. John Guest Racing, Brown Jack Handicap. The field leave the stalls. And in the early strides, a pretty level break, single crosses behind the field, the other four just about in line. Looks as if Bailey's Derby Day up on the outside is going to press forward under Silvestre de Souza. Silvestre just glances across and is going to be accommodated by the others to cross over and lead. Second place early on belongs to Mancini in the grey jacket. Mostly cloudy, the market leader in the very pale colours, settles in third. Speedo Boy in his fourth appearance in this race, the dual winner, is half a length away, and Single, having crossed behind the field under George Bass, finds himself at the back but now on the rails as the five runners move away from the stands and towards the King George start. Just over a mile and a half to race. Bailey's Derby Day has the lead by half a length or so from Mancini in second place. Mostly Cloudy is in third as they now begin to run downhill. Speedo Boy in fourth place, the orange jacket, and Single right at the back in the bright green and pink silks, as Bailey's Derby Day on the descent just tries to stack them up. Whole field are well grouped here. Bailey's Derby Day from Mancini in second, mostly Cloudy in third place, Speedo Boy, and still at the back is Single, and there'd still only be round about 4 lengths between the five runners who are making their journey now towards the final mile and a quarter. Bailey's Derby Day, tight hold Silvestre de Souza has of his head at the moment. Mancini out wider for Ryan Moore, still sitting passively, but has just about closed now, and the two of them are virtually alongside as they prepare to turn at Swinley Bottom. Mostly Cloudy in third place with Speedo Boy, big white face, dark cheek pieces, orange jacket racing in fourth, and Single is last of the five. So the pace has just picked up a little bit here as they make their right-hand turn, the lowest part of the racecourse, and the final 7 furlongs, first half of which is on the steady ascent back towards home. Bailey's Derby Day And Mancini, a bit more purpose to those front pair now. Mostly Cloudy in third place with Speedo Boy in fourth. And Single is still last of the five, but would now be about 6 to 7 lengths off the front pair. Mancini applying some pressure to Bailey's Derby Day, and they've got a 3-length break over Mostly Cloudy. Injection of pace has seen old Speedo Boy just being pushed along for the first time in fourth, and then Single as they pass the 5-furlong point. Bailey's Derby Day and Mancini still lead, and the gap to their third horse, Mostly Cloudy, just being pushed along, is still about 3 or 4 lengths as Bailey's Derby Day receives reminders. Speedo Boy and Single are the last two. So we're making the bend for home. Bailey's Derby Day and Mancini. Mostly Cloudy has got to within a couple of lengths, but Mancini it is who strikes first off the final bend. Mostly Cloudy is now pulled out. Single has travelled up quite strongly with a white face into fourth. George Bass still biding his time, so it's Mancini who's making the best of his way home. Mostly Cloudy poised on the outside now for Tom Marquand. Single goes back to the inside, trying to keep that door open as now Mostly Cloudy throws down the challenge to Mancini, and Mostly Cloudy hits the front with a furlong and a half to go. Single has moved through into second place, then Mancini, and they are clear. But it's Mostly Cloudy for Tom Marquand and Gemma Tutty, who is racing away here for the Brown Jack success. A widening gap, a real feather in the cap of the promising training career of Gemma Tutty. Mile and a half, and they leave the stalls. Protected Guess was a little bit slow into stride, but there is no great early pace at all. Commonsensical, Juan de Montalban and Jeremiah are 3 abreast, but nobody appears that keen to force things as they run downhill. The Whipmaster settles in fourth in grey and yellow, and Protected Guest has been able to make up that ground pretty cheaply and is on the outside of Merlin's Beard. So it's Jeremiah on the descent through the first quarter mile who has established an advantage now, and it's just over a length from Juan de Montalban on the outside of Commonsensical. They dispute second place. A couple of lengths to the Whipmaster, who shows in fourth, and then Protected Guest and Merlin's Beard. They've just about completed that downhill run, and they're heading now towards the final mile. Out in the lead, it is Jeremiah, cutting out the running for Tom Marquand. In second place, Juan de Montalban for Jack Mitchell up on the outside of Commonsensical under Harry Davis. And then in third place behind these is the Whipmaster in fourth. A couple of lengths back to Merlin's Beard, who is on the inside of Protected Guest. He's running a little bit in snatches, but the pace does appear significantly better now. They've just begun to strung out as a result, and out on the front end, it's Jeremiah and Juan de Montalban who have stretched on by a couple of lengths. The Whipmaster moving up on the outside of Commonsensical, and they are now side by side in third and fourth, and likewise Merlin's Beard's partner is Protected Guest as Jeremiah leads the climb. Past halfway now, heading towards the 5. Jeremiah leading by 3 parts of a length from Juan de Montalban. In third place, Commonsensical and the Whipmaster are 2 lengths off them. And they're still side by side, and Merlin's Beard and Protected Guest likewise. So we're now just about in Noah's Ark formation, 2 by 2. They make the home turn with a half mile to travel. Juan de Montalban goes to the front for the first time. Jeremiah is pushed along. The Whipmaster improves and now moves to chase Juan de Montalban as the race begins to break up. Commonsensical driven along. Protected Guest and Merlin's Beard have never landed blows. So turning for home, Juan de Montalban for Jack Mitchell, trying to run the finish out of the Whipmaster, and these two are well clear of the others. A duel passing the two. The Whipmaster for Ryan Moore moves past Juan de Montalban, but it's only by about a neck or so. Juan de Montalban battling back on the inside, is coming back at the Whipmaster and has regained the lead. Juan de Montalban moving on. The Whipmaster now a length or so down as they enter the final 100 yards, and it's Juan de Montalban for Jack Mitchell, who will see it out stronger and end the winning run of the Whipmaster, who went down fighting in second. 7 furlongs, they break away for one of the big races in Lady Amateur Riders calendar, and well away is Carnival Zain right up the centre of the racecourse. Al-Azwar in the beige jacket also moves forward with Fieldsman. It's Al-Azwar and Fieldsman that cut out the running as Carnival Zain takes the trail. Left hand side is Global Esteem in the pink jacket. On the right, last year's winner Spirited Guest in white and blue, accompanying Lord P. They're racing just a little bit away from the other 6. At the rear of the main body of the field, Trey Floor for Susanna Stevens, and that big white face of Animal Instinct for Alice Stevens. So making their way through the first quarter mile, Alizwar it is who has the advantage from Fieldsman in second place. Then to the right-hand side, Lord P and Spirited Guest, who are right on terms now, and indeed very little covers the whole field as they spread right across the track. Fieldsman to the left in company with Global Esteem. Tray Floor and the back marker is just Animal Instinct, although Spirited Guest is off the bridle now as well. So Carnival Zain it is who hits the front now from Lord P in second place. Alizwar is in third. Animal Instinct with the big white face is staying on. Carnival Zain has the advantage but still has a furlong and a half to last. Alizwar over on the far side, he's in second place, trying hard to get on terms. Global Esteem is in third. Carnival Zain, Alizwar in second place, just edging right-handed under pressure. It concerns these two at the moment as Carnival Zain has now seen off Alizwar and is coming away here. Carnival Zain for Becky Smith and Mickey Hammond. And they're off and racing. Percy's Pride a little slower than some into stride. Monet's Sunrise and also front rank early on Tidal Storm. Mr. Big Stuff not too far away and Alazar likewise. Fair Mac the Grey amongst horses pushing on as well. So Fair Mac and Tidal Storm are the first two to show. Mr. Big Stuff taking a pretty keen hold between those two. His rider anxious to try and restrain him, but Mr. Big Stuff gathered a little bit of a head of steam and taking some anchoring. Love Mystery on the outside of Saratoga Gold on the second wave, with Alazar who's going to be posted a little wide into the bend. His rider just trying to get in on the heels of the very keen Mr. Big Stuff. Love Mystery Blue and White, another keen in the noseband. Just worse than midfield is Monet's Sunrise. Restrained Percy's Pride with Buxted Real. And then the last two are True Courage. And last of all is Awesome Dancer early on. So it's Fair Mac who's emerged with the clear lead as they turn at the far end of the racecourse. Has the advantage by as much as 2 lengths from Tidal Storm racing in second. Mr. Big Stuff and Saratoga Gold. Alazar is covering a bit of ground on the outside of Love Mystery and Monet's Sunrise. And the back four, well, they include Percy's Pride, Buxted Real, Awesome Dancer and also True Courage. Mr. Big Stuff continuing to race wide of the field and take this demonic grip, is moving right up again to press the leader Fair Mac as they climb uphill from Swindley Bottom. These two have an advantage over Tidal Storm, who shows in third place. Saratoga Gold with the white jacket of Alazar, then Love Mystery in blue and white. Monet's Sunrise just ahead of the hoop jacket of Buxted Real. Behind these Percy's Pride, the last two remain. Awesome Dancer and True Courage dropped right out at the back of the field, who is still headed by Fair Mac and Mr. Big Stuff, and the two of them have an advantage on the home turn of 4 lengths or so. Tidal Storm coming off the bridle, Saratoga Gold, Alazar and Love Mystery as they make their way past the three. Mr. Big Stuff has tanked through the race, still being held together by Jim Crowley on the outside of Fair Mac. These two have broken away at the moment from the likes of Saratoga Gold. Monet's Sunrise, Awesome Dancer down the outside, is finishing off strongly in the red cap. Fair Mac has the lead from in second place Mr. Big Stuff. A surging run from Awesome Dancer in the red cap right from the back of the field, and it's Awesome Dancer who's taken it up for Pat Cosgrave. Buxted Real with a flourish down the outside. True Courage in a strongly run race. They've all come from the back, but it's Awesome Dancer on handicap debut for Pat Cosgrave and George Baker and the Carbine of London Syndicate. 5 furlongs and they all leave the stalls. Glamorous Breeze was just a bit out to the right, up the centre. The early pace provided by Cuban Breeze and also Lucky Ava. They're attended by Rattling with the big white face on the left-hand side. On the right is Little Miss Dynamo in the black and green. Very keen behind the leaders is Have a Go Mecca, Nose to the Sky in the noseband, and then Love Trophy Power in blue and white, and Glamorous Breeze is away to the left-hand side. So arrowhead formation. At the head of it is Cuban Breeze. On the left-hand side, Rattling. Right-hand side, Lucky Ava. On the extreme right is Little Miss Dynamo. Glamorous Breeze now improves on the outside. Love Trophy Power and Have a Go Mecca. So they're still tightly grouped inside the two. Cuban Breeze now being ridden along. Lucky Ava on the right within a neck. On the left-hand side, Glamorous Breeze is really tanking into the race here with Rattling coming next. Glamorous Breeze has sighed through the field to join up front Cuban Breeze. Then back in third is Lucky Ava. Glamorous Breeze. Cuban Breeze is fighting back. Head for head they go for the line. Cuban Breeze fighting it back and may have got back up.